So I've been trying to find an opponent for a good 10-15 minutes now. This is my third attempt, I think. And I just checked on the Reddit, and it seems like I'm not the only one having this trouble. Kind of sucks. Woke up 3:30 in the morning to do this recording. I don't get a lot of chances to do this, you know, record the actual games. I do a couple of games recorded on my mobile app, just for fun. I'll be honest, I was going to delete them because they're not the greatest games ever. Plus, I was just kind of testing out how the recordings would look, but maybe I'll just upload those. I only have 2 games recorded, and they're both 2 different decks. But maybe I'll just make one video out of those 2 games. Actually, the second game I'll probably show is the deck that I was going to showcase today. So I guess you can think of it as a preview for hopefully the next video I make. But it's a Naya aggro artifact build. The other deck is based off of Chris Patello's what did he call it? It's basically his version of an Epiphany deck. Obviously, Auron's Epiphany is no longer in standard, but he basically made a deck that could take multiple turns and win. The way the deck is supposed to work, which unfortunately the game I recorded didn't really showcase it, is you basically try to control the game enough to where you don't die, and then you win in one turn. So I think that's what I'll do, because yeah, I'm not getting any games in, and hopefully this rant right here will make it into the video. Alright, I'll try to make this quick. So the first game you're going to see is probably not this version of the deck, but something similar, because I'm still tweaking it. The deck's not ready, but this is pretty much a copy of what Chris Patello was using. It's an Izzet Haughty Djinn deck, and your whole plan is to use Mishra's Command to win, right? So Mishra's Command is X and a red. It says choose target player. They may discard up to X cards, then they draw a card for each card discarded this way. This spell deals X damage to target creature. This spell deals X damage to target planeswalker. Target creature gets +X/+O and gains haste until end of turn. So you're going to use things like Flame Blast, Bolt, Make Disappear, Negate, Fires of Victory, and Syncopate, and even Mishra's Command to remove threats from the board and try to survive, as well as using Consider, Thirst for Discovery, and the Big Score to ramp up and filter through your hand until you find Haughty Djinn, Mishra's Command, and maybe Twin Inferno, right? You can also use Twin Inferno to copy Big Score. Oh, also, you might want to put Galvanic Iteration in here, or no. Yeah, so Galvanic Iteration. So go ahead and might want to put Galvanic Iteration, like maybe 1 copy in here as well, which is what Chris Patello has, and use that to copy Big Score, and even possibly copy Alchemist's Gambit to take 2 extra turns if you need it. Obviously, you don't want to do it for the 3 mana cost, but the cleave cost, which is 7 mana. Now, if you use Mishra's Command's 4th ability, which is give a creature +X/+O to Vadric, that makes your spells cost exponentially cheaper. Haughty Djinn is your main source of damage. You play Haughty Djinn, you should have a bunch of spells in your graveyard. So let's say it's a 6/4. You play Mishra's Command for 4, making this into a 10/4, and then give it double strike with Twin Inferno. There you go, you win in 1 turn. And that's the idea of the deck. You just survive until you can find Haughty Djinn, to Inferno, and Mishra's Command. And there's a lot of different interactions between these cards that make it work. Well, anyways, I have one game in. Check it out. Again, this is not the finalized version. I'm not going to put the deck list in the description for either of these decks because this is, like I said, just me filling in time, just making content. So this should be a quick video. Yeah. So watch the game, and after the game, I'll explain the next deck. There's no audio during the games. I apologize. I'm still trying to figure it out how to do all this. So yeah, I'm doing this on the fly. I'm sorry. On to the game. All right, and the second game is using this deck over here. It's probably a slightly different version of this deck. I changed it. I kept changing it, and this is the final form that I was going to record today, except I can't find any matches because of Arena. Thank you, Arena. So I'll probably make a full video of this deck once Arena starts working properly. But you can get an idea of how this deck works with this next video. The idea is I got really caught up on Teething Wurmlet. I made a mono green version of this deck. I made a Gruul version as well as a Selesnya version using Teething Wurmlet. I figured I'd showcase this Naya version, which kind of combines both ideas from the Gruul and the Selesnya. Basically, Teething Wurmlet gets a +1/+1 counter. I just realized I'm going into a full-blown explanation of this deck. So I might cut out a lot of the explanation just to keep it simple, because I want to make a full-blown video with this deck later. So just know that this deck just revolves around Teething Wurmlet and artifacts. Land-wise, we are Naya. You'll notice a lack of the triome lands, or the tricolor lands, whatever you want to call them. Mainly because I tried to reduce the amount of tap lands in this deck. Anyways, enjoy this one short game, I guess. I think the explanation ended up longer than the actual game itself, but yeah. And hope you guys enjoy it. I'll be back for a full-blown video soon, hopefully, and yeah. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it, and I'll see you next time. Have fun. Goodbye.